You look out the window. That's
You'll be seeing this today.
yeah, and you know, I find myself. That's all right. It's the phone. It's complaining because we're shutting it off. If we pick that up, I find myself instead of looking out the window, I tune in the Weather Channel to see if it's snowing out. Anyway, that's life in America. It's around Christmas time, so we're going to do a kiddie show, sort of. And it's a book that Sylvia Top and I did in the 70s. And it's a picture book of well-known people as children. I think you'll like it. We certainly did. Don't try to buy it. It's out of print. Okay, we're going to use a revolutionary new over-the-shoulder shot technique, so that's the last you'll see of my face. But you'll see some other nice faces. So here I go. My back will let me. I'll sit down straight. And it's called As They Were. And here are the two collectors, Tuli, myself, and Sylvia, my other self, published by Lynx in New York and London. I guess they published it in the middle of the Atlantic, 1973. Let me read you the epigram by Aldous Huxley at 13. At a gallop, we charge up the shingle. At a gallop, we leap the seawall. With a mad exultation we tingle, for we can overcome all. That's right, I still feel that way. No, this is Bella Abzug. Cute, right? My family had a lot of these cracked photos. They're probably possibly taken by an itinerant photographer. We used to have a pony, too. Bella. What a cute little devil. Spiro, you get him there? Shall I move him over?
Oh, yeah. Where the mighty fallen, right?
Yeah. Well, the dog looks nice. He looks all right. He looks almost normal there. Spiro Agnew, you remember him, the first vice president to resign? Just for stealing, though, just for stealing. He wasn't a bad guy, just stealing. Here's Shalom Aleichem at 18. If we have time, we'll go down. This is a list of stepmother's vocabulary. Who cursed him and so colorfully. Let me give you some of them. Let's see. We'll do ABC. Annoyance, ape, apostate. Well, I guess that's meshumad in Yiddish. Apple thief. S, B, bare bottom. Naked tuchus, I guess. Barker, beast, chaya, like l'chaim. Bedbug, vance. Beggar, beitla. Bellyache, belly button, pupik. What a wonderful name. Yeah, well, I'm giving you the English. This has been translated. Belly button, pupik. Blinker, blockhead. Bone in the throat. Boar, that would be grubyan. Botcher, bottomless gullet. Brother in sorrow, bully. Butcher. C, cake and honey. Cap. Caucus. Cattle. Cheat. Cheeky. Clown. Cockroach, convert, cow, crazy, mashugana, creature, cripple, crybaby, and so on. It's very colorful. You can find the book in the library and read them all. They're wonderful. Here's Muhammad Ali before he was brain damaged, age 12. Kind of cute. That was, that's the way blacks get out of the ghetto. They play basketball or become brain damaged. Things are a little different now, are they? Steve Allen. Cute. See, he still had the same smile. Jack Anderson, remember him? He was a political columnist His family sent us dozens of photographs. They were thrilled to be in the book. Why not? Here's a retouched photo of Louis Armstrong when he was in the orphan asylum. Top row, third from the left. Let's see. Top row, third from the left. This is Louis here.
Oh, there he is.
Looks a little, he's the colored waif's home in New Orleans. Looks a little tough there, but you know, they discovered that you couldn't really tell personality from still shots because it's just like one slice. You can tell much better from a movie film, judge personality. Fred Astaire with a sister. This is turn of the century. Well, this would have been 1909. It's a beautiful picture. Here's Charles Atlas. This is also beginning of the century. Remember him? He's the man that you dasn't throw sand in his face. First strong man.
It looks like a 90-pound weakling in that shot.
Yeah, he was. Actually, he was 89, but
He faked it.
he thought it would be better to be 90 pounds. Isaac Babel. Many of you won't know him. He was, I think he was the greatest novelist of the Bolshevik revolutionary period, post-revolutionary Civil War period. He was a Jew who rode with the Cossacks. He was assigned to them as a propaganda officer. People died left and right then, even the ones who weren't fighting from disease. He, however, died in his most famous book is called Red Cavalry. He died in one of Stalin's concentration camps. He didn't toe the line. One of many millions. Joan Baez, I think she's cute. Cute as a button. She said she doesn't want to sing political songs anymore. Wow. Well,
So
she
what
did.
eating is finished to her, I guess.
Yeah, I guess she did write one wonderful song, Diamonds and Rust, about her relationship with Bobby Dylan. Maybe she'll shape up. What else did she do that recently that was sort of annoying? Said she wasn't, I don't know.
I can get your face in here.
No, well, you don't want my face. These faces are more... Tallulah Bankhead, wow.
Oh,
Ethel Lionel and John Barrymore with their mother. They were born in 1878 in the early 80s in Philadelphia. Cute theatrical family. I guess our parents, I would guess, were probably in the theater too. Nice group photo. Ah, here we got them. The Beatles. John Lennon on the top. Paul McCartney with his brother. They both look like Paul McCartney. This is Paul here. And Ringo, isn't he a cute boy with his mother who's sort of holding on to him like a mother should? And here's George Harrison. He looks a little lonely even there. This is one of my faves, Brendan Bayon. He's 19 here. He was it's an arrest photo. I think he was arrested in Liverpool for carrying explosives into England. Bad boy. The cause was right, but killing innocent people doesn't help anybody. But the Liverpool police should learn that too. The police have. Was in Liverpool, somewhere in the Midlands. They put some IRA people away for 15 years on fake charges. They were released recently. Let me read this little poem that he wrote when he was 9. It's really quite wonderful. Teresa, I am sorry if I got you bashed in school. It was a stupid thing to do, and I feel an awful fool. I was really raging when I heard you went to the pics with of all idiots, snotty-nosed Patty Fitz. I think you were awfully decent, not to give my name, not even to your da or ma, but shouldered all the blame. Oh, what can I do now, love? Love, to restore our happiness. Will I go across to Gil's pub and to your ma confess? Jesus, our ma hung out in the pub. Maybe she worked. Actually, Teresa, I've got just 2 and 6, so will you stop sulking in the parlor and go with me to the flicks? I'll take you to the drummer, to the 9-penny cushion seats, and that will leave me with a bob to get you oranges and sweets. To give this its proper ending, I wind up with yours forever, Brendan. Even then he was a consummate artist. Here's Ingrid Bergman. It's looking so melancholy and artistic. Leonard Bernstein with his father, 11 years old. Somewhere in the Catskills, I would guess. Oh no, he was born in Lawrence. Well, he always was a Massachusetts kid, wasn't he? Humphrey Bogart. He played a tough kid, but he was the son of one of the richest physicians in New York. Willy Brandt just died recently, head of the Social Democrats in Germany. Sailor suits have been popular for ages. We do a book just with kids in sailor suits. Bertolt Brecht.
Which one?
Left. And this is his brother, Walter. They like to dress boys in what was called girls' clothing. It's a nice study, I believe. I like the way the kids are holding hands.
Where's that?
Yeah. Here's a very remarkable one. Lenny Bruce. This is in North Belmore, Long Island. This is him. Notice, he's the only kid who's smiling. Even then, he knew. Look at all the other faces. Startle or emptiness. This kid maybe doesn't know quite what to do, but all of the rest are glum. Even then, Lenny knew the world was a farce. What?
Psychic.
Yeah, or a commedia. Martin Buber, the liberal Jewish philosopher. William and James Buckley. Let's see, this is William at the end. Yeah, the guy who's clever and very clever until you examine his basic premises, which are basically those of reactionary Catholicism. Mind you, I just said reactionary Catholicism. And here's James Buckley, because...
What, on the left?
No, this is him.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
yeah. And...
former senator from New York.
Yeah. Remember the Berrigans, they're Catholics too. James Cagney, recently revealed as an anti-Semite, and I always liked the guy. Grew up in Yorkville, that's where I grew up. And then it was something, sort of one of the few real proletarian types in American films, or at least he portrayed them. I don't know how proletarian he was. I think he was half Irish and half Italian, probably middle class.
Halfway through the show.
Okay, here's Maria Callas. Isn't she cute?
Even Callis.
Or Callas. Nice.
Topless.
Stable family. Yeah, topless. Johnny Cash. He was born in Arkansas. Now this is, you'll never guess this guy, right? Typical rich middle-class kid.
Lots on the forehead.
Yeah.
And we pan down to get the name. The name is Fidel.
It's Fidel, not middle class, upper class. I mean, this guy's a lawyer. He's a doctor of law. So don't start up with him. Dick Cavett. He was a magician. Johnny Carson was too as a kid. They all liked it. Charlie Chaplin. Now there was a kid with a Dickensian upbringing, with a alcoholic mother. His father was an actor who left the family. Here he is, right in the middle. Cute kid. 7½. Born 1889 in London, England. So this is 1896 or 7. This photo was taken. Anton Chekhov.
Tony.
Yeah. Died early of tuberculosis, and that man was a doctor. Maurice Chevalier, the fascist collaborator. Kind of cute. What a ham. He was a professional Frenchman, I guess.
You like little girls, too.
Yeah, can 50 million Frenchmen be wrong?
French collaborators be wrong?
You like little girls? I don't know anything about that. Chiang Kai-shek. Oh, Chiang Kai-shek. This is Chiang Kai-shek. Wow, look at his mother.
Is that Mom?
Yeah, I wouldn't start up with her. He was a kind of beastly man, too. Winnie Churchill, isn't he cute? See, again, a woman wearing a woman's dress. His mother was American. Royalty, they were all royalty. His father was Lord Churchill, I think, who... Did he die of syphilis? Anyway, he screwed around a lot. Typical middle, upper-class kid, barely saw their parents. They ship him away to be trained to be imperialists. Judy Collins, ain't she cute? And here, Noel Coward, that's a wonderful shot. 2 years old. That's turn of the century photo. Walter Cronkite, he sent us this. It's a beautiful photo, another sailor boy. Looks sweet, doesn't he? Looks a little like Lanny did as a kid. And here Richard Daley, an altar boy, but very suspicious.
What are you looking at?
He's the guy, remember, who said, fuck you, Jew kike bastard, why don't you go back to New York, when the Jewish senator from Connecticut protested about all the young people being beaten on the head by the Chicago police in the 68 convention. Oh, those were the days. What was the senator's name? We've forgotten. What? No, this was Shue, because he called him. He said, "Shut up, you kike bastards." And his lips were just seen on the video, on the TV camera, but they got a few lip readers, and they deciphered it for everybody. He cupped his hand and shouted it out. The whole world was watching, remember? Here's Angela Davis, the commie rat from California. She looks a little depressed now. She's a professor. And this is unbelievable shot. Sammy Davis in blackface. He performed from the time he was 3 or less. This is 3. This is a performance photo. I guess his folks were showbiz. Okay. Ah, Charles de Gaulle. This guy. Oh, he was a mean guy. Mean. He looks a little like... He looks a little like Emily Dickinson, actually, except she looks much better. How
old is that, Emily?
Emily is about 17. That's a daguerreotype, I think, and it's the earliest known photo of her. I don't know if there are many more photos, because photography was pretty rare those days.
1847, right?
Yeah, Amherst. That's where she, her father was a professor there, I believe. That de Gaulle was a censorious egomaniac. I could tell you stories out of school, but that's for some other show. Personally involving me, but we won't go into that now. Marlena, this is a wonderful, beautiful photo. Her father was, I believe, chief of police or a high-ranking police officer in Berlin. And this is a police photographer who took this shot. Beautiful, beautiful picture of a beautiful young girl. Jimmy Durante, this is a little touched up, but he's cute again. This would have been made in Little Italy in New York City. Been retouched a
Before
little.
the turn of the century.
Yeah. He was born in 1893. Ah, here's an interesting one. Albrecht Dürer.
An early photo.
Self-portrait. So he had to sit in front of a mirror and draw this in silver point. I don't know what the technique is. This is Bob Dylan, high school yearbook. Bob later complained to a friend of mine that this was a bad photo of him, and if I tried to contact him, but you can't get through. He would have given me a better one, he said. Well, we'll get that in our next book. Albert Einstein. This is kind of charming. Look, he's got his foot. Let's see, he's still not wearing socks. And I wonder if the photographer told him to do that, and his sister. They were close through their entire life. Dwight D. Eisenhower, I think, who was a latchkey kid. Where is he? Let's see. Second from left. This is him here. Can you get it? You getting him?
Yeah, front row?
Yeah, he's got a latchkey around his neck. Unless it's a skate key. What do you think? Looks almost like a skate key. Let's see, that would have been 4th grade, so he's 10 there. That would have been 1900. Did they have roller skates then? I think it's a latchkey. That must be the teachers up there. Boy, they look stern. This is Texas, which has produced a lot of strange people. Sergei Eisenstein. Boy, they really were uniforms then. T.S. Eliot. Kind of cute. Life treated him rough and he turned into a sourpuss. Ah, the Queen and Prince Philip. This is Prince Philip. That's the Queen. Bill Faulkner. This is him.
One on the right.
That's his brothers, yeah. They say he was he was prejudiced against black. Nah, couldn't. A good writer like that couldn't have been a bigot, could he? That's been disputed. It's been disputed. Okay. Oh, this is a great photo. There's Henry, who I remember well as from Grapes of Wrath and other films, and Joan.